President Obama set to unveil his long-awaited new strategy on Afghanistan, which will mean tens of thousands more troops deployed. In a televised address due later, he'll also confirm the U.S. military will start pulling out in 2011. Obama has already briefed military and foreign leaders on the revamped Afghan plan. The U.S. president will send 30,000 additional troops over 6 months and wants NATO to send up to 10,000 more soldiers to join the international force. But an Afghan defense official already said the extra troops won't be enough. Obama's decision comes amid rising concerns over Washington's eventual exit strategy for the operation, which he will promise to start in 19 months' time. But as RT's Paul Slier reports, even when the Americans leave, the Afghan people will endure the conflict's tragic echoes for years to come.
Rahimullah Qasem can't remember a different life. When he was 6, he stepped on a landmine and lost both his hands and foot. It's difficult for him to work in this roadside shop, but what he lacks in profits, he makes up for in optimism.
What has happened has happened. All I dream of now is for my village to be cleared of mines, so that no more children can get hurt like me, and don't have to suffer as I did when I lost my hands and foot.
It's estimated as many as 70,000 Afghan civilians have been killed or maimed by landmines over the last 20 years. Despite the work of international clearing agencies, an area the size of New York City is still littered with the deadly devices. This year, more than 600 civilians have lost limbs. This is the road to Bagram Military Air Base. When the Soviets were here, they ran their operations from there. Today, the Americans use it. On the one side are the minefields, on the other, the people.
This area was very important because of Bagram Air Base. Bagram Air Base few times hand over between Taliban and Northern Alliance people. After pushing Taliban by Northern Alliance people from this area, they laid more than 1,000 mines in this area.
And it's these homemade roadside bombs that have come to replace the more traditional anti-personnel mines used over the years by the warring factions. For the Taliban, they're their weapon of choice against NATO and Afghan military and civilian vehicles. While on the decrease in Iraq, their effectiveness has steadily increased in Afghanistan. It's a regular talking point on Radio Free Afghanistan, which went on air 8 years ago after the Taliban was ousted from power.
Well, every day a dozen mine explosion will be something appropriate to say. Yeah, because even if I check my computer today, there is 4 which has been reported. And there might be many which are not reported, but most of the time these mines hit civilians as well.
But they're also hitting foreign forces with increasing accuracy, according to a report presented to the American Congress already 2 years ago. Nearly 1,500 soldiers have died over the last 8 years, in which the number of roadside bombs has doubled. As U.S. President Barack Obama approves more troops in Afghanistan, he'll know more than half of all American combat casualties are caused by these roadside bombs. Locals here have long since given up hope the minefields in their backyard will ever disappear. They've dubbed the area the Devils Garden. Paul Slier, RT, Kabul.